Hey y'all, my name is Mike Vaughn and welcome to a new Video Addict Reviews, and I'm really excited because today I am talking about a movie that has really been one of my absolute favorites for a while, and that is Don't Torture a Duckling, and we're going to be talking about the new Arrow 4K release. So the movie is certainly not for the faint of heart. Like, if you have a issue with kids dying and in danger, like, just skip this movie altogether, because this movie is probably one of the most disturbing movies in the rare times that we do see kids actively being killed. And it got me kind of thinking about that. On the rare chance that you do see movies like that, the kids are like zombies, or they're somehow evil, or they're not, like, inherently innocent. Like, the boys in this movie are up to no good, but I wouldn't say that they're, like, evil or monsters in any sense of the word, so I don't know. I think that's kind of what adds that, like, extra disturbing factor. But having said that, if you are still with me, then let's get into the plot. So basically, in a small village, there is a string of violent murders with kids, primarily boys, and it's kind of coded that these boys are, like, bad or up to no good. And one by one, we get suspects, we get red herrings, and I'm not going to spoil the ending. Because, yeah, I think if you haven't seen this movie, like, it is very much worth checking out. So I'll try to be kind of vague with that. This movie is probably one of Fulci's meanest movies. I go back and forth because I know New York Ripper is also pretty nasty and sleazy in a great way. Like, I also love that movie, but it's another one that it is not for the faint of heart, and it's absolutely brutal. Don't Torture a Duckling has its gory moments that Fulci was known for, but I think it's more unnerving rather than, like, outright gory. Even though, again, there are some really good gory set pieces. There's, like, two in particular that I'm not gonna, again, I don't want to spoil, because they're probably two of the best moments in the movie. So I'll just, yeah, anyways. That's another thing that's kind of interesting about this movie. I wouldn't say it's folk horror, but it does kind of veer into that territory, which I really like. I think is interesting. Also, I just wanted to shout out to Anchor Bay that went so hard with their cover. Like, kudos, mama. Like, that's pretty great. Anyways, back to what we're actually talking about, this release. And right away, I really like this new artwork. Here's the back, and I'll get a little bit more into the special features later. And what's nice is we got a different cover, and look at the inside. So we do have a booklet, and I absolutely love this artwork right here. Some pretty good essays on the film. As far as looks go, I would say this is a really good transfer overall. Certainly, this is literally the last time I've owned this movie. I purposely held off on a Blu-ray because I know that they have, I think it was Arrow that also previously put this out on Blu-ray, and I was waiting for a 4K, and I'm glad I did, so I didn't have to double dip. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it is beautiful looking. Like, there's a lot of scenes in the Italian countryside, and those scenes really pop. There's a lot of like vibrancy to them. Overall, this is a really stunning presentation. Like, I was really pleased and happy that, you know, I waited and went from DVD to 4K. Like, it's night and day. Now, as far as special features go, there is a ton. Like, it's so awesome. We have a nice spectrum here. We have a new commentary track with Troy Hayworth, who is a friend of mine. He's really awesome. I've actually interviewed him previously. We also have a slew of interviews. We also have historians talking about the giallo genre, which is really nice, and I think gives a lot of really good, necessary context for these kind of movies. We have some retrospectives on Fulci. We have some amazing interviews, and they're like really substantial too. Like, I was pretty impressed by like the size of some of these interviews. Oh, as I said, it just runs the gambit, and it's really great. Like, it gives you a really full picture of this movie. Like, again, I've been a fan, but like, you know, I was just working with this, which literally had like nothing. So that was like fun to actually kind of dig into these interviews, read the essays. This might actually make my short list of like my favorite release this year. Like, again, not only do I really like the movie, but it's just the total package. Yeah, so I would definitely recommend, again, if you're a Fulci fan, or I don't think this would I don't think this would be a good starter Fulci movie. If you're kind of new to his stuff, I would probably go to more of his supernatural films. But, you know, if you dig those and you're looking for something a little bit spicier, something a little bit like more disturbing, this and New York Ripper would make a hell of a double feature. It's definitely not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. But I liked it. It's such a bold, ballsy movie. But yeah, now I want to hear from y'all. Please let me know in the comments. Like, what do you think? Have you seen this movie? Are you a Fulci fan? What are some of your favorite era releases? Like, I really love hearing from y'all. And while you're hanging out with me, please check out some of these other videos. And I will see y'all in the next one.